welcome to this podcast episode where we'll be discussing lease agreements. A lease agreement is a legal document that outlines the terms and conditions of a rental agreement between a landlord and a tenant. In this episode, we'll go over some common definitions found in a lease agreement to help you understand the document better. Let's start with the term agent. An agent is someone who represents the landlord and may be responsible for managing the property and finding a tenant. Another important term is alternative accommodation. This refers to the address of a place of alternative accommodation. This is important in the case the tenant needs to move out of the rental property temporarily due to unforeseen circumstances such as a fire or natural disasters. Body corporate refers to any body corporate or homeowners association applicable to the premises. This is important for a tenant to be aware of in case there are any rules or regulations that they need to follow while living in the property. Business day refers to any day that is not a Saturday or a Sunday or official public holiday in South Africa. This is important because it determines when certain actions such as paying rent or giving notice to vacate need to be taken. CPA refers to the Consumer Protection Act 68 of 2008. This is a law that protects consumers from unfair business practices and ensures that they are given certain rights. Data protection legislation refers to the POPI Act and the Constitution and all other applicable laws and regulations relating to the processing of personal information and privacy. This is important because it ensures that the landlord is following all laws related to data protection and privacy. Deposit refers to the amount payable by the tenant to the landlord prior to the tenant moving into the premises. This is usually a security deposit to ensure that the tenant takes care of the property and pays rent on time. Direct marketing refers to the promotion or offering of goods or services to a person or requesting the person to make a donation of any kind for any reason. This is important because it ensures that the tenant is not being harassed by the landlord or their representatives. Fair wear and tear refers to any decline which results from ordinary use and exposure over time. This is important because it will determine what damages the tenant is responsible for and what damages are considered normal wear and tear. Landlord refers to the party set out in item 1.2 and any representative duly authorized to act on behalf of the landlord. This is important because it will ensure that the tenant knows who they are renting from and who they can contact if there are any issues. Lease agreement refers to the entire agreement, including all annexures and schedules, as amended from time to time. This is important because it ensures that the tenant understands the entire document and any changes that may occur. A material breach refers to any breach of this lease agreement, which has or is likely to have serious financial or legal impact on either party. This is important because it will determine what actions can be taken if there is a serious breach of the lease agreement. I hope that these definitions have helped you better understand lease agreements. It's important to read and understand documents before signing it to ensure that both parties are on the same page. Thank you for listening to this podcast. See you next time.